The power of knowledge. Humans developed themselves by observing their surroundings and experimenting new things. Earlier, people were able to pass on their knowledge to next generation verbally only, but it was difficult to remember everything. This way, only a few people could gain knowledge. Gradually, early humans learnt drawing, painting and writing. Due to this, knowledge was recorded and communicated in a better way. Writing. Earlier, the form of written communication was through pictures only. Pictures of animals have been found in caves where early humans lived. Such paintings have been found on the walls of the caves in France, Spain, and India. Gradually, the pictures were replaced by signs and symbols. The Sumerians of Mesopotamia were the first to develop a system of writing, called a script. They wrote their signs on blocks of clay called tablets. Many of these tablets have been discovered. The Egyptians developed a script using pictures and symbols about 5,000 years ago. Even today, the Chinese and Japanese scripts are based on pictures and symbols. Such scripts which use pictures and symbols are called hieroglyphics. Most languages today use the system of alphabet. Alphabet are symbols representing different sounds. The first proper writing system based on alphabet was probably developed in Syria. The Roman alphabet, which is used to write the English language, has 26 letters. The oldest script in India was discovered in the seals of the Indus Valley civilization. Even experts have not yet been able to read the script. Later, the Brahmi and other scripts were discovered. Most scripts used to write Indian languages have been derived from the Brahmi script. Hindi is written in the Devanagari script. Numbers. Earlier, sticks and pebbles were used for counting. Early humans used pictures and symbols to keep the record of number of animals they killed. The Romans developed a system of writing numbers in which 7 symbols were used to write numbers. This common system of writing numbers is now used in most parts of the world and is called the Hindu-Arabic system. This system uses 10 digits from 0 to 9. The decimal system of counting and the concept of zero, shunya, originated in India and then it spread to the Arab world. Arabs called the Indian system of numbers Hindasa, meaning of India. Paper. The ancient Egyptians used the stem of a plant called papyrus to make paper. The name paper is derived from papyrus. Paper was first made by the Chinese about 1900 years ago. It was probably made from the pulp of the bark of the trees. Today, wood pulp is used to make paper. Earlier, books had to be written on paper by hand, which was slow and expensive. Therefore, books were very rare. With the invention of printing press, the demand of paper and books has increased. Printing. Printing developed in China about 2100 years ago. The Chinese cut designs of flat blocks of wood. Ink was applied on the block and it was pressed on paper. Thus, an impression of the design was made on paper. This method was used by the Chinese to print books. Though the blocks took a long time to make, several copies of a book could be made from them. In the year 1440, Johannes Gutenberg, a goldsmith by profession from Germany, built the first printing press. He made several small metal molds of the letters of the alphabet, called types. These could be arranged to form words, lines and pages. This was called typesetting. Ink was applied on the molds and were pressed on paper to get the print. Once a book was printed, the individual letters were taken apart and reused. The Bible was the first book printed on Gutenberg's printing press. Books could now be printed much faster and at a lower cost. Braille, script for the blind. Louis Braille developed a special script for the blind. It is known as the Braille script. The letters in it are formed by dots raised on thick paper. Blind people can read the dots by touching their fingers on them. It consists of patterns of raised dots arranged in cells of up to 6 dots in a 3x2 configuration. Each cell represents a letter, a numeral or a punctuation mark.